Now let's take a look at an example of multiple choice questions in IELTS listening and how best to get the answers or the correct answers whilst the audio plays.
You will hear a conversation between a woman and a course administrator about a weekend photography course. First, you have some time to look at question 1 to 5.
Now, when the time is being given, the first thing to do is to read your instructions because you've already established the fact that for every question type, you need to read the instruction to know exactly what is expected of you. So the instruction to this question says that choose the correct letter A, B, or C. And so this means that you are supposed to choose only one option between A, B, and C as the correct answer. The second thing to do after the instruction is to read the question, understand, and take note of keywords. This question says that what has recently changed about the photography course? So when you break it down, it means that something has changed. But then the key word here is recently. So it's not about something that has just changed because there have been probably in the audio, they may talk about certain things that have changed previously or in the past and then currently. But the emphasis to this question is what has changed recently. And so the key word for this question is recently. And so when you are listening to the audio, you need to pay attention to the things that has changed about the photography course in recent times. And so if they mention about something in the past, that will be a distraction and that will not be the answer. After reading the question and understanding it and taking note of the keyword, the next thing to do is to quickly glance through the options. This will give you an idea or make you familiar with the options, and then getting the answers will be easier. So once you get to the options, it is very necessary to be smart enough to shorten the long sentences that you have because sometimes for the multiple choice questions, the sentences for the options could be longer. And so you need to make it shorter for yourself by eliminating what we call boring words. Now, when you look at the options for this particular question, A, B, and C, you can see that it all starts with it. It here runs through, and so it becomes a boring word. Okay? So, what you need to do is summarize each sentence, and these are the key words that you need to be dealing with. So, for option A, you can just focus on provide free lunch. Option B, you can just focus on include smartphone photography. Option C, you can just focus on extended for 2 days. So when you shorten it like this and you highlight these particular words, once you are listening to the audio, you only focus on these particular keywords and it will be easier for you to get the answers from the audio rather than leaving the sentences longer like that when you start to read. And so this is a key thing that you need to put in place or you need to do when the time is being given to you to read through the question before the audio starts to play.